All right, let's get right into it. Today, we're talking about how to seriously increase your brain power. We're going to skip all the fads and quick hacks and dig into the real hard science of how our minds are actually built to get stronger. This right here, this is the whole foundation for everything we're about to cover. You gotta forget that old myth about being born smart. The truth, the scientific truth, is that your brain is designed to change, to adapt, and to grow stronger your entire life. And here's the crazy part. Even with this amazing ability to grow, so many of our daily habits are quietly working against us. They're draining our mental performance, and most of the time, we don't even see it happening. So, how do we turn that ship around? Okay, so let's start with this foundational truth. And I want to be clear, this isn't just some feel-good saying. It's a scientifically proven fact about the very nature of how our brains are wired. It really boils down to these two ways of thinking. The fixed mindset, well, it puts you in a box. It tells you this is as smart as you'll ever be. But the growth mindset, that's where the magic is. It says intelligence is something you can build, something you can cultivate. And you know what? Modern neuroscience is all in on the growth mindset. So the system we're about to unpack isn't based on some passing trend. It's all grounded in real, proven cognitive principles. It's about finally understanding how your brain actually works so you can start working with it for a change instead of against it. Now that we know what's possible, we have to get real about what's holding us back. We need to shine a spotlight on these hidden enemies that are quietly sabotaging our mental strength day in and day out. So just for a second, really think about it. What do you believe truly drives your day-to-day mental performance? You know, your clarity, your focus. Is it your IQ, your education? What is it? Well, for most of us, it comes down to these four culprits. Chronic stress, it just fogs up our thinking. Poor sleep, that stops our brain from doing its nightly repair job and locking in memories. Without discipline, we can't do anything consistently. And weak focus, man, that stops the whole learning process dead in its tracks. Okay, now for the really cool part. Let's look at the science of how we actually fight back, how our brain literally, physically reshapes itself based on what we do and where we put our attention. This is the key mechanism right here: neural growth. Think of it like this. Every time you do something that's focused and challenging, you are physically building and reinforcing pathways in your brain. It's like walking the same path in a forest over and over. Eventually, that path becomes clear, strong, and easy to travel. And this is that idea in action. When your brain is distracted jumping from thing to thing, it's creating weak, flimsy little connections. But when you're in a state of deep focus, bam, you're building these super strong, efficient neural highways. The quality of your attention literally builds the quality of your brain. So we know the problem, we know the science. What do we actually do about it? Well, that brings us to the blueprint, a practical, straightforward system for building that long-term cognitive strength we've been talking about. And the goals of this system are super direct and honestly pretty powerful. A better memory, sharper clarity, and just flat-out faster thinking. It does this by giving us a complete framework to push back against all those drains we just identified. And here is the absolute key. The system is built on 4 pillars that go head-to-head with those 4 drains. See how that works? It's a complete package. We optimize sleep, we manage stress, we build discipline, and we sharpen our focus. Let's break them down. Pillar 1, sleep. And look, this is totally non-negotiable. While you're sleeping, your brain is working overtime, consolidating memories and literally cleaning out all the gunk that builds up during the day. Skimping on sleep isn't a sign of toughness. It's like trying to build a skyscraper on a foundation of mud. Pillar 2, managing stress. When you're constantly stressed, your body is flooded with cortisol, a hormone that actually messes with the part of your brain you need for planning and clear thinking. So managing stress isn't just about feeling better. It's a core strategy for thinking better. Third up, discipline. You can think of it like this. If the other pillars are the raw materials, discipline is the construction crew that actually puts it all together. It's the force that makes you choose to get good sleep, to manage your stress, and, most importantly, to put in that consistent, focused work that builds those strong brain pathways. And finally, we have focus. This is the active ingredient in this whole recipe. Remember those strong neural pathways? Well, the simple act of focusing your attention is what gives the signal to start construction. Sharpening your ability to focus is the most direct way you can take charge of how your brain is built. At the end of the day, this whole philosophy boils down to this one idea. It's about moving away from this culture of quick fixes and brain hacks, and instead building something real, something that lasts. We're talking about genuine, long-term cognitive strength. So this blueprint isn't some big secret. It's a system that puts you back in the driver's seat of your own mind. It's your path to sharper thinking, deeper focus, and a fundamentally stronger mental game. So I'll just leave you with this thought. The blueprint is right here. It's in your hands. You have the science. You have the pillars. The only real question left is, what are you going to build?